Hello everyone, and we are back with yet another video on IELTS. In the last video, we spoke about the overview of IELTS, what are the components of IELTS, how is IELTS evaluated, and how do you prepare for IELTS. In the last video, we also shared that this week, given the theme of IELTS, we would be discussing of each component, the skills required, the types of questions a little more in detail, so that gives you more clarity and insights as to how do you prepare and approach these components individually, that is speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Today we are going to talk about reading component. Reading component, as we discussed in the last video as well, it's for a duration of 60 minutes. You get 3 passages and a total of 40 questions. The 3 different types of questions that you would get would be true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, match the headings, where for every passage there would be a few options given of the titles and the headings, and you read the passage and you match the correct heading. You also have an option or a type of question where multiple choice questions are given, where we give you the option and you choose the correct one based on the passage. Another type of question that comes in the reading passage is using no more than 2 words, using no more than 3 words. That is also another type of a question that comes in the reading. And sometimes they also ask you to label the diagram or label the data that has been provided to you. That is more or less like a fill in the blank. So you read the passage, a few things are done for you, and then based on that, you understand what would be the blanks answers that you need to fill in the answer sheet. One thing that you need to remember is that in listening, though we are going to conduct and we are going to come out with a video about listening skills as well, but in listening, what happens is that you get a duration of 30 minutes where you put your answers on the question paper, and after 30 minutes, you get 10 minutes extra to shift your answers to the answer sheet. In reading, that would not happen. 60 minutes is what you have, so you need to write your answers directly in the answer sheet, and you do not need to mark your answers in the question paper. This is something which is very important because you will lose time. And if you've not marked the right answers in the answer sheet, which is an OMR sheet, which you can go on to the British Council website or the IDP website to have a look at the kind of answer sheet that comes for the reading passages, it's very important that you directly write your answers in the answer sheet. Now that we've spoken about the 3 passages and the types of questions, let's discuss a few important skills that would be required for you to be proficient and ensure that you score 7, 8 or 9 bands in your reading component of IELTS, be it academic or be it general. The first skill that is required is a combination of skimming and scanning. Skimming is basically to skim through the topic. So once you get the passage, skimming basically means that you read on overview and try to understand what the passage is about. And skimming helps you when you read the question, you know that the answer would be in which paragraph. So if you see the reading passages of the IELTS academic or general, usually they are alphabetically numbered, A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. So once I've skimmed through the passage, I kind of get an overview, okay, these are the important things. And at this stage, I would encourage all the viewers who are looking or who are watching this video to take a pencil and mark the important words, important dates that you feel would be important from the question perspective or the question point of view. Once I've done and used the skill of skimming, I go through the questions, I read the questions, and that is when I start scanning the answers. So I know exactly through skimming which paragraph I can find this answer because I've marked the important points with the pencil, and scanning then helps me to find out the exact answer that I need to write. The third skill that is important and which you can start practicing, we can also share study material. You can drop in your comments if you would like to have these study materials. We can share these study materials with you over your email ID as well, is predictive reading. One of the beauty of IELTS passages is it always starts with a title. Now, predictive reading is you read the title and you try to kind of infer what the passage is going to be about. So it's like reading the title and then making a movie in your mind, a mind map in your mind that what can be the passage. It may not be that the passage would be exactly what you've imagined, but you get an overview of what the passage is about, which makes it a little easy for you to go through the questions and answer them within the 60-minute duration. The fourth skill that I would like to share with you is top-down reading. We also sometimes call it in-depth reading. This is very important when you're trying to answer questions like true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, or you're trying to answer questions of matching the headings. That is where you need to read in detail, you need to understand in detail, and then probably answer your questions. So skimming, scanning, predictive reading, in-depth reading, and top-down reading are 5 skills that an individual should develop. There are many exercises, there are many activities that are available today on different online platforms, which you can Google it, or you can let us know in the comment section and we can share those activities with you, which will help you develop these skills. And that is how you will be able to score higher in IELTS academic reading or IELTS general reading. Thank you so much.